First question, this is going to be just like your warm-up. Actually, even more difficult because warm-up's only one part of this. It's basically going to ask you what number goes here. That's all warm-up's going to do today. So what number goes here? Yeah, divide by 2 and square this number. That's all you're doing. Divide by 2 and square it. Divide by 2 and square it. Divide by 2 and square it. It's all the same. So this is plus 9. What's your question? Yes.
It's a -3.
-3, thank you. Divide by 2 and squared is plus 1. Divide by 2 and squared is 49. Divide by 2 and squared is 4. And we did E yesterday together. Question number 2, Maya did a shortened steps basically, and it wants you to do it all and show it all. So 12 divided by 2 and squared. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 squared is 36. So this is a step that she didn't show. Now we are on that step. Same thing. Except now it should equal square root of 49 is 7 and -7. Again, that was a step that was not shown. And actually I had one of the answers wrong too. Question number 3, matching. So, how?
X would have to be 1.
Yeah, it's 1 and -3.
Oh, you're right. 7 minus 6 is positive 1. So it was right. Solutions were right. Going on to the next one. Let's just look at A here a second. I'm going to divide by 2 and square it. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So it would be x plus 4 squared equals 18. So then you match that with, of course, the one that matches what we got. So you're doing the same thing you did for A. You're just matching it. Okay, they are all the same, so I'm not going to go through them all, but A should go to 4. B should go to 2. C to 1. D to 5. E to 6. F to 3. Question number 4, again, solved by completing the square. So I'm going to show you both ways here on each of the first 2 examples. I'm going to subtract 5 and get 7. That's the way I prefer. I can't remember whose method that was off the top of my head. Divide by 2 and square it. -6 divided by 2 is -3 squared is 9. That is x minus 3 squared equals 16. Now I'm going to take the square root of both sides. Square root of 16 is 4 and -4. So my answers are 7 and -1. Okay, the other way that you might see is sometimes they'll have a number over here and they'll say just keep it there. And that's fine. But divide by 4 and squared is what? Divide by 4 or divide by 2 and squared. 4 divided by 2 and squared? 4. Now there's a -1 over here, so if I leave that, I actually have to add 5 to that side, because -1 plus 5 would give me that 4. So over here I would have to add 5 as well. And it is going to be the same thing after that step. It's just a little different number that you add because of what's already on that side. My personal preference is always to get everything on the right side. But you don't have to. That's all it's showing you. Answers are 2 and -6. So I'm just going to give you these. You should get -2 and 4 for that one. And this one is only one answer, 9. Question number 5, did you see what they all had in common?
Oh, they all got rid of the middle term.
Yeah, there's no middle term. They're the exact same, just opposite signs. The difference of two squares is what that was called. So it's just x squared minus 9. This one, if you write it in correct order, would be x squared minus 49. 4x squared minus 25. X squared minus an eighth times an eighth is a 64th. No middle terms for any of those. And they're all minuses because it's difference of two squares. Question number 6. Explain how writing two factors as a sum may have helped Priya. Okay, so how does this help Priya? Well, if you look back at the last example, that is the difference of two squares. So it's just 200 squared minus 3 squared. Or 40,000 minus 9. Okay, that follows the same pattern as the other 4 you just did. No middle term. So that's how that's supposed to make that easier. Question number 7, selecting all. I have 3 answers. How about you, Ken?
I have 2.
What do you got?
D.
I actually got one more. It's also D. It's a quadratic. You just can't see the other half of the curve. What is the actual number of paper clips? So where does that V connect at? Should be right here. 22.